Alauneari certainly thinks there might be some cooperation, and that also made him feel pretty important. She then proceeded to ask all these cryptic, crazy questions to. Let me see if I can find them here. To see if I can
to eviscerate your mind. Yeah.
She tried to talk to the sage about them. He was like, I don't know. What is Drow? What are you asking me? and so she basically liked to feel really sort of uppity about that. You've got the name of the thing. Yeah, pretty great. Like, did Yoth Suthra transfigure after the retrification of the ruled Rani, or does he remain transfixed upon the Tellurian concerns? It's like, I will answer honestly, yes. I swear that. And it's like, and she was like, yeah, I'll find the answer for you once it becomes possible.
I have to figure the thing is just fucking with your character. Like, I know you don't know.
He might be, but it seemed actually that he is sort of a center point in the telepathic thing, and so he has to stay within the can't reach out too far, or the field would be
the reason for their mind share.
Perhaps, yes. I mean, they seem to be unique to this place.
Yeah, definitely.
And so having him be there and sort of basically be the thing that does it. He is them. Created them.
That's great that you managed to find a way through that there.
Great. Yeah. She feels a little smug about that. Also a little concerned about the calamity. I mean, if it's something this creature calls a calamity, that's pretty bad.
It's like,
she also has decided never really to mess with these things because it was like, yeah, I'm actually not why didn't we just kill you? Like, it's one of the questions I asked, so why don't you, knowing what I want to do and what I'm capable of doing, sort of being in my mind somewhat, why would you ever let us live? It would be completely in your interest to just kill us now.
That's a valid question.
Well, you're no threat. Not at all. Completely overestimating yourself. This is I'm not in any way ever going to be threatened by you. It's cute. It's cute that you come here and that you sort of talk to us. But these people here, they're protected. I mean, you're not going to be able to do it.
I think that's the most persuasive argument. It's Alauneari is normally, even I. Yeah. Even I. You okay? Yep.
All right. Knowing that whatever, all right, sure. I mean, this thing's pretty powerful, so, the alchemist might be threatening to some, but, Larry sort of feels like he's small potatoes now, if you will.
Well, the alchemist had to have come from somewhere, and your character found the answer.
Yeah. Where this thing came from, though, he does call himself the first and the eldest. And his name is Zyn Vytharia. So, or Xan Zera.
So if you mentioned that in front of the alchemist, how would you think he would respond?
Probably not a good idea.
Probably would have killed Alauneari. And all
no
of
reason
us.
to stick a face deeper in that.
Yeah.
I think for now, this thing was actually, they actually ended up in somewhat a friendly conversation. And then she ended up being like, yeah, I'll go find these questions for you. And, maybe I'll update you a bit on what's going on in the world outside at some point and such, and maybe we'll meet each other again. He's like, yeah, maybe, who knows, huh? Certainly the interesting drow I've ever talked to, and not many people actually managed to get in here and talk to me. It never happens, so,
That's great that you were able to bluff your way there through. I had no idea that would even be possible. I didn't think you would ever be able to sell them on anything.
The attempt worked.
Well, Alauneari is more resourceful than you thought.
I did roll some nice checks, and I did prepare the Orison enhanced diplomacy, everything. Yeah, basically everything I could. All the spells I have and such. There's some whatever focus of beauty and whatever that gives bonuses to to charisma checks and whatever.
It's not that Alauneari is more resourceful than I thought. I just figured that no matter how hard she tried, I didn't think that any of us would ever be allowed that close without them liking us more.
No, I mean, yeah. But again, this thing seemed to be somewhat humored by her insistence and her attempt. So maybe there was something there. Alauneari, at least, transcribes it all to her own skill. Although she did get sick that one day. That was not pleasant, but you know, that happens.
Not that skilled. No. Did you only fail the one save then?
I failed one fortitude save, yeah. No. I got like 21, 11, 19, so.
Yeah. And then I was just like, rolls.
I tanked 1 too, which is bad because I can get up to 2 re-rolls on a fucking saving throw, and I was like 3-3-2. God damn it!
It did make her like sickened, something like that.
Yeah.
You know, she prepared to remove sickness for all the other days, so that was done with.
Fucking clerics.
Screw that shit. Not gonna happen.
The moment, like all these items, I just thought like these could come in handy. I'm sure I'll buy it. Like I have a little bit of gold left over. Just like so far, like I've ticked off almost all of them. Just like a bit useful.
You gotta narrow these things down, man.
Just like okay, that was good. That was good. That was good. That was good.
After the whole conversation, she still has 2 questions left to ask at some point. I thought it was good to save some. So. Well, he was kind of cruel with the, oh yes, I'll answer that question. It was like, that counts as 1. I was like, oh, that kind of word thing.
Oh.
Cheat my way out of them. So, you know, it became very much like stating things instead of like being like, so I suppose you also lead the alchemist? Like, yes, I do. There you go. That's 1. You know, it was more like, you know, I then infer that you're sort of not making it questions but statements.
Right.
A lot more there. So. But yeah, I have 2 left.
I'm glad that you did that then. You're more suited to that wordplay bullshit than I am.
I got 2 questions left that I'll have a super being answer, honestly. Although his knowledge is limited because he hasn't been out a lot. So something about ancient history or something like that might be good. Or something about the Zyn, anyway. You should know everything about them.
Okay. In that case, maybe in the future you can find something that could be of interest to it, if it cares so deeply for these mushroom people, I guess, and mushroom things.
Its name is Zyn, so
yeah,
like Zyn is kind of derived from there. You think?
Maybe we'll get back to Vothis, and there's gonna be like a dozen like Zyn, just like, you know, trapped to a wall, being tortured, and you know, in an effort of supreme magnanimity.
We have returned here to tell you that they're still being tortured. You did not think to save them? What? What?
No. What? We're drow. What did you think? Come on.
We can't take that from our fellow drow.
Now, if we were to somehow manipulate her so that she died... No.
I did imagine when we were, like, asking Miku, like, so what plants here could be used for fuel? You know, it's like sort of beginning to sweat a little, sort of looking around. Oh, nothing could be easily
we could have teased Miku by saying,
like, we just put him in there, like...
Now, hold still.
Set the pilot light on fire.
Like, Alauneari would probably at some point ask, like, so what actually, how much could we get for, like, gutting him? And, like, in a pinch if we needed.
You know, honestly, I don't know. I think, you know, it's been hand-waved that my character has done some sneaky stuff with Zyn, autopsies, and physiology in the past in Vothis, but hell if I know.
Maybe they're sort of hard to get them since they're unique.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not really that known. Although they don't seem like, at first I was like, oh yeah, this is like the good alternative to the Skistral, but they don't seem good at all. Like, yes, you should go after the eggs and like threaten the young.
See, I think since Mycoloids are evil to begin with, the best we might get here is like neutral.
Yeah. Although, for Alauneari at least, the opinion of these things don't really matter as much as the opinion of their god thing.
It's like, I'm powerful, and I have the protection of Agares, but I'm not so arrogant as to assume that Agares will save me from being stupid.
No, also because when I got close to the thing, it blocked out Agares' presence, so that sort of raised a bit of the power level there. This sort of,
it also made you absolutely powerless.
Not many things can do that. Well, he was out of spells at that one anyway. So.
Not many things can do that. That might be the first time that's ever happened, by a third-party entity. It's just like, hi?
I think I'm just gonna...
go outside now.
Keep knowledge about this.
Oh god. I have an item for that we need to make sure Alauneari constantly is active. Alchemist's kindness.
Huh?
No, DDS.
So actually, it means all it does is get rid of a hangover for 10 minutes. Actually, I don't know why it exists, but it's in the list.
Oh, that's definitely.
So if anyone
cool.
has a hangover,
I didn't. I don't know how much this might have played in, but I actually helped to. Jonas told me that I ended up providing a faction score bonus with the Zan. Apparently, there's a faction score running in the background.
Oh,
and my actions over the past few days, I ended up doing a lot of rolls behind the scenes and some conversations with the Sage and with the Singer, who handles a lot of their culture and art. And then on the third day, I just I pulled out the full weight of all of my knowledge and everything. And with a combined sort of effort like that, and I had some favorable rolls on diplomacy. A 20 was involved twice. On diplomacy checks for the various days, and just some other sort of shenanigans. He said that improved the faction score. I don't know by how much. I don't know where it is, but I
mean, if it's there, it's probably a system that they haven't explained fully. Keep track of this number. It's gonna matter.
But if there's one for them, there might be one for the Skis roll too.
Oh, there most likely is, and there most likely is the, oh yes, it's easy to ally with one, but you can't destroy the other one. Not in this. You can destroy the Skistral perhaps, but you cannot destroy this thing. No way. I don't believe that's possible.
I think the Zan get to live more growth cycles.
We want to live peacefully for now. For now. So there's plans. There are plans of expansion. That's the Sand might not know it yet, but that's gonna happen. She's like, oh, that's good to know. All right, they're friendly for now.
See, yeah, I'm glad then that Alauneari got better persuasion than any person in this party could ever give her for why the Zan should be.
So maybe we should, you take the fungal jungle, and we will punch a hole to the sky, and you can crawl up there. Build your overland empire, and then we can stay down here in the Asathier, right? Yay! Go, Zan, go.
Don't you want to explore the surface?
Split out. You have a living god standing here. Ours is sort of in the abyss and doing other things.
Yours is right here on the material plane. That's kind of a big deal.
Right here, on the other side of this wall. And just being here is almost killing me. So.
What did you say? I don't.
So maybe I should, Did you speak to him? No. No.
You snuck past the guards? I was just troubleshooting. He was calling to me! I swear. I wouldn't lie about this. I would lie about many things.
Well, she basically gave up bullshitting. You're not gonna bullshit a thing that can do that.
Right.
It's just oh yes, it's this race is just sort of my little project. Yeah, if it creates a race and a place with that, then that's not something you can lie to. It's beyond that point. Especially if it's in your mind, able to project images and everything. That means it probably knows what you're thinking.
Yeah.
She did her quite good will saves, and she didn't. Nothing horrible happened, but. I have no illusion that thing can probably see whatever you think. It's not even describe your existence.
I think that's perfectly safe.
Some sort of mythic being.
if it can create its own race, I think it's fair to say it is quite capable of much. And if it can sever your contact with your deity, well, not really a deity, just a demon lord, but still.
Patron.
Patron, there we go.
The demon lords are like very powerful mythical beings as well, though. So.
Yeah, but they're not quite on the level of, say, godhood.
No, they're like a couple of mythic levels below.
Yeah.
But they have the 3, I think, necessary to grant spells and such.
So I think what's important here is, like, we go to the Skistral and Alauneari is like, so the Zyn have, like, a fucking god on their side.
Yeah,
what do you have, spiders?
Like, we have an exec of 100 new Skistral. Like, yes, about that, actually. You want to preserve your race? How about finding a different place to live?
How about doing everything you can to placate the Zyn?
Let us move away from this land. There are greener grass, greener pastures down in Tharisia. Tharisia.
That's right.
Go there and kill all the drow.
Why don't you... Except for us, now.
Well, no, we're staying up here until they're done, until they kill each other.
Well, then what kind of servants will you use, then?
Gnomes.
The gnomes are going to breed that highly? We're going to need a lot of gnomes to fill the city of Tharisia, I think.
You need to create undead and then take the control undead. I have created you. You are now a vampire. Ah, the power, the independence. Control undead. There we go.
Well, that was fun.
Now you're mindless again. I demand 100,000 gold for my service. Like, no, I don't think so.
Who can say how many vampires we'll find down here? Although protection from the sun is probably as big as your selling point.
Yeah, running water. Yeah, right.
You just like
garlic.
Like immerse them within Fastervolt's rivers. Say you're sorry. What? I think I'm more scared of other things beyond vampires. Besides, if you inherit the vampire template, acquire the vampire template, you get a lot of bonuses. I was looking at that shit for Pathfinder. Not just the ability modifiers, but all the free feats. What the hell?
We know fully well what the vampire template does because Jake.
Jonas told me about Jake's designs.
But,
I
think the making, like, on the way to Zyn, and then like it's like kind of confusing that they call their city, their race, and their god the same thing. But on the way there, who knows? Maybe the city is the god.
The city is alive.
Yeah, like the mushrooms are like his internal organs. But on the way back, she could make up to 12 skeletons. Various things. I don't think that would be that useful because they're only like 1 HD things for now.
Yes, but they're cannon fodder.
Well, if you wouldn't bring them into combat, they'd carry stuff and stuff like that.
How does a Zyn feel about necromancy?
They probably don't know anything about it.
I'd say, at the very least, Miku, I think, is guileless enough that he can actually help us, speaking from a metagame perspective, just from beyond, like, the whole fungal jungle thing. If he is so curious, and he is so, like, honest and simple about it, then I think he's easily, like, a cohort for someone, perhaps Alauneari, far beyond, like, the fungal jungle.
Yeah, Alauneari sort of opened up to him and sort of trying to, because, he seems to be willing to put up with that's something unique,
Yeah, he's so...
While the gnome, I mean, Rilinid already charmed the gnomes, right?
Yeah.
He's got that covered.
I don't think there's any way for contention there, and it's just kind of like with, like, the Miku, for example, it's kind of like, you have, like, no potential for, like, deceit or sneaking or treachery, any of these things my character values. Ivy does, so you know.
Alauneari values someone who's loyal, or someone who can be trusted in some way. That's something you can't find, but you need like loyal servants. You'd be fine with like mushroom guardians. Who cares?
Yeah.
You know,
That's right.
that would be just another symbol of her grandeur.
You know, it doesn't matter how it looks, so long as you can trust it, because it follows you.
Powerful. It's basically like golems that can think.
Yeah. You know.
Plant golem.
He'll dirty his hands for you. And if you ever need to learn about his military prowess, I think Rae'nkalar and Zyn could easily sell that.
Like, oh yeah, you gotta keep that thing away from me.
I mean, I know for a fact I have like professional soldier. I'm pretty sure Zyn does as well. We served in the damn military.
Yeah.
We know what we're doing.
I know. Some metagame again. Kingmaker has profession soldier as the thing generals use. So keep that.
I have looked through the entire Kingmaker rule guide. So.
I have not. I have looked at the ultimate campaign.
I looked at the ultimate campaign stuff too several weeks ago. A long time.
I scanned through that. I scanned through that, and then one of my friends had a copy of the Kingmaker thing, so I scrolled through the basic rules. I didn't look at any of the story because I still haven't played it yet. But I looked at the basic mechanics that it had listed.
You know, I have a. You know, it kind of helps that I get 12 skill ranks per level. I can experiment with a lot of different things.
You get 12 skill ranks per level. I have a total of 15 ranks.
Yeah.
Because I get 5 per level, which is still decent for a fighter, but...
You know, the Bard gets 6+ int, I have 18 intelligence, and we get an extra 2 free skill ranks on top of that, courtesy of,
I get 2 plus 1 plus the bonus 2.
Yeah. You know, the idea, especially after SMW changed the whole character concept from wizard to ranger, I talked with Jonas, and I was pretty frustrated by that, and I said, like, if he's gonna be ranger, like, everything I want to do with, like, the rogue concept, I need, like, an entirely new concept, because otherwise... And so he and I talked about it for a while, and I ended up reskinning a bard who doesn't do any of the singing or performing, and instead has abilities focused on him. And then when SMW decided that he wanted to fucking play a bard, I lost my goddamn mind. I was so angry. Which is why I said in that I am, you fucking pick a class. You stick to it. I am tired of changing character concepts.
I have to admit, I was at the point where, if I could, I would have just gone up to him and smacked him around the face. Just said, no.
Like, I understand we didn't exactly do the best job of communicating with each other, but, you know, we all sort of make our decisions based on what the people around us do. It's just to make an effective team PC. You can't go fucking changing shit. I make character backgrounds. I have no
I had the background for my alchemist maid. It's like, oh, nope.
Well, no. Oh.
Part of me was like, if I played an alchemist, what would it have been like walking around the city of Zan?
Certainly you would have had a lot of interest to discuss and point out. And, you know, Sharon. A lot of wealth of knowledge.
I'm an alchemist, and I'm going to meet the alchemist.
And, you know, what your character might have just seen in all these mushroom people walking around is opportunity for reagents and experiments.
One moment, please. Excuse me, mushroom soldier, can you come over here? How do you react when I add 12 vials of alchemist acid on you?
He reacts by, he might die, but you're dead too, so it's a 1-for-1.
You claim I'm dead.
I do in fact claim you're dead if you are doing that to a mushroom soldier within the confines of Zan, yes. I think you have a 0% survivability rate if you attempt any hostilities against the city of Zan while in Zan.
Well, that is true.
Particularly after receiving further metagame information, this seems to confirm the future survivability of Zan.
Just a note, I kinda, you know... My character would know that, but You can still try to find a way.
He can certainly try to find a way, and maybe he'll succeed like Manaki and Alauneari did.
Like, I trick one of them to turn off their telepathy and then do it.
Yeah. That's great there. It's just, I think about, like, the immense risk, like, Manaki says, like, what would have happened if they had figured out? Are we dead out of hand? And then you die between sessions.
But, so Alauneari never returned to the house.
Our large communal room.
House sounds better, but yes.
What are you doing, Manaki? Researching more spells? Thinking of cunning plans?
No, right now I'm helping Tina look for Eidolon feats. I don't really know what would be useful for an Eidolon. I mean, something to give bonuses to hit, I assume? Or I guess you could go for, like, improved natural armor.
You could. You can get a weapon focus, you can get a few things.
Yeah, but weapon focus only goes to one type of natural weapon, like bite.
Yeah.
And plus one attack, I mean...
Well, I don't know what she's planning to do with it. Like, if she was planning to have multiple of the same attack, then it would work quite well.
Well, you can only get so many, Like, that'd be like 2 claw attacks, but if it's one gore, 1 bite, and 1 stinger at the moment...
I'm not familiar enough with Eidolons to assist in that fashion. Or her designs.
Yeah, she gets to modify it if she wishes. She's literally, like, got her, like... Build your own adventure set, except with an Eidolon.
So in addition to, like, I know, like, the Eidolon gets feats as well, she has, like, an extra evolution point. Does she know what she wants to do with that? Like, give it a 3rd attack, or what? She
gave it a tail and a stinger on it.
Oh.
A scorpion tail, so it can sting people.
And the tail also gets amazing, like, a huge bonus.
It's going for more primary attacks.
Like, how many natural attacks can I throw on one creature?
Well,
you can throw a lot, but there is a maximum.
Yeah, there's
attacks.
a limitation on it.
I know, but...
I know, right? Aww, sad face.
We will overcome this limitation.
Only by gaining levels.
That sounds useful.
I like the sound of gaining levels. Yes.
Ligma.
Let's see. For my level 3, in addition to setting my feet on fire, I got trap sense. Woo!
I gained the ability to wear medium armor and shield focus.
Yeah, that looks like a decent feat. What do you guys think?
Oh yes, and we all got bonus spell resist.
Well, that's true. A feat that when the Eidolon, or when the summoner is knocked unconscious or killed, the Eidolon stays summoned
for a number of rounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I've always looked at whenever I built an Eidolon.
It's useful.
But built a summoner, I should say. It's always what I've looked at.
Because then if you're, like, dying, you can still have something fighting.
Your Eidolon can still defend your corpse.
See, Tina hasn't gone down yet. Trislin only took damage for the first time in this session, but I think it's certainly a possibility as we go forward.
As she levels up and as the spell casting becomes more prominent, that might become more dangerous at the beginning of a battle than an archer, and so...
Right,
That might be more focus fire.
She's doing more than a sling and acid splash.
Like, haste is a level 2 spell.
Yes, haste is a level 2 spell for summoners, indeed. I saw that, and like I mentioned, I was like, I want a wand of that.
Like, you have to find a summoner with craft wand, though.
No shit. It's not fair. It's like, I have it on my spell list, I just won't get it until... Let's see, since I'm a bard, I don't get level 2 spells until level 4. I don't think I get level 3 spells until level 7, 8? Let me check.
I would say that's cute, but only for my other character. For this character, it's like, oh.
Level 8, yes. Level 7. Level 7.
Like,
okay.
Like, all my character can really say is like Fairy Fire? Dancing Lights?
I mean, Bard is a full caster. They just, in regards to, like, caster level, they just don't, get the full 9 levels of spell progression.
I mean, it's definitely far better than something like what Ranger gets. So, at least the Ranger will get some spells as well.
Correct. Bard, Ranger and Paladin do not get full caster level.
So they at least get something.
They do at least get something, yes.
Like, Sheep will be able to do, like, cure like wound spells.
Yeah, he certainly qualifies him to use, like, those word activation items on any spell, like, or any sort of item that uses a spell from his spell list, even though he doesn't have it right now.
The point stands he has, like, a basic understanding of, nature to allow him to use it.
Right. And, if you haven't noticed, my charisma is not my primary attribute, so that's why my grease spell, you know, like DC 12. Tina's is DC 16.
Admittedly, she has 20 charisma.
I have 13, you know? I'm rakish, but you know, there's a consequence to making 18 dex an int. Something has to be sacrificed.
That is true. Like, I did originally have 18 strength and 18 dex. Like, the rest of my stats are quite low.
You know the 19 wisdom and 18 charisma also hurts.
Well, that's because you took away from constitution. That's why you're hurting.
Yeah,
that's right.
Like, admittedly, you also took away from strength as well, so you're, like, really weak.
So you're putting your favorite class bonuses in the hit points, right, Manaki?
Yeah. That's why I get my raw roll at the moment. 5 gives it better than anything below, so...
So how much HP are you on, Manaki?
I have 18 now.
18.
Grimith?
I have 27.
27, and I have 35.
Yeah. Remains to be seen. I don't remember what SMW rolled.
He rolled pretty good, though, I think.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Which means he's still going to be beating me.
So you folks with the con bonuses definitely have it going, at least until Manaki can get the Cleric on.
Yeah, then I get a +4 for... So technically, like, the difference between having the... I mean, it was really switching behind, like, getting a 16 charisma and then, like, a 12. But overall, sort of from 1 to 20, it gives me a huge, much better bonus to do it this way. Even if I have to do with lower at the beginning.
Just don't die.
Just after a few levels, the gain is back. Return.
Right.
Well, average like a 16.
It's a pretty great incentive, that favorite class bonus, to not leaving, along with so many other perks from, like, standard classes in Pathfinder.
There's always bonuses everywhere now.
Yeah, like my channeling DC, for example, is half my cleric level. I could boost that thing to sky. It could go incredibly high, but it's not the only thing I want to do. So.
Right.
Because like right now, an ooze, like I can do nothing. Absolutely useless. I can like stab it for like, I can do maximum 1 point of damage to it.
Wait, no, Manaki.
And my spear would break.
Manaki, you could do 2 points of damage with your channeling now because you now do 2d3.
Yeah, no, but like they didn't seem to gain any damage from it.
So, he did factor in that the ooze did lose hit points from the channeling. It just didn't daze.
Yeah.
You did actually you dealt more damage to the ooze than I did.
Yeah, because you did literally, your attacks all got absorbed.
Yeah.
I mean, the damage does count up, even if it isn't d6s, and it does allow me to sort of basically tap out a few enemies. It was very useful in stopping myself getting flanked like 7 times. Yeah.
Like
and then with
days,
the long
like,
spear that works out as well. I can flank and
that was quite useful.
Still stay somewhat out of the fray.
Like I would like someone else to be in melee with me. Like I was hoping the Eidolon would stay in melee with me, but we kind of split in 2.
We definitely did split in 2. That was an unfortunate
but so did
team
they.
error. Yeah, they did.
Like
I can't channel if everyone's around.
Right. That's right. With certainly Manaki, we lack a wizard or a sorcerer or someone who does like major AoE stuff. So the cleric's channeling there definitely played a major role.
I'm gonna be doing. I'm caster focused. I mean, look at the physical stats, right? Like it's what 8, 12, 8 or something like that. It's not impressive.
Oof.
Not impressive. So later, hopefully, I'm gonna have some big, scary skeleton thing I can ride on.
You have to stick to the lizard right now.
I guess you can turn like the lizard into an undead creature. Might be less comfortable.
Well, not
though.
yet. It might be level 5 thing to do if it dies. But I might find something better, like whatever, cave bear or something like that.
All you need is animate dead.
A cave bear.
Who knows? Anything really.
Yes. Alauneari have a portable altar weighing 40 pounds.
Why would she need that? Spell. She would probably desecrate the area before she makes anything big.
Like, it's a very good idea to do that, but...
Yeah, I mean, it's like costs 25 gold or something, but who cares about that?
You're having an altar cost, you get twice the bonus.
Yeah, maybe you want a portable altar, hauled around by an animal or a slave or some shit.
The lizard carries around the 40-pound altar.
The altar zombie, I'll graft the altar to its back.
So it's an undead that is actually also your prayer equipment.
Oh, that's awesome! You're just like
alive, like it's crucified, and like the back of it is just a stone altar, and so it just lays down on the ground when I need it.
Mm.
I like it.
Yeah.
Shambles for it.
Awesome.
The
only problem is that zombies are so slow. We'd have a harder time traveling.
Skeletons.
Yeah.
I'll make them into fast zombies.
Not fast.
But I can't do that yet either.
Nah.
That's a 5th level, 3rd level spell thing. I could currently only make medium or small normal zombies and skeletons. So that's not very exciting.
So on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited is Rilinid about getting away from Alauneari?
Yeah, I think that breaks the scale. I think like moments like these are why he's like intruded in like such a solitary thing. He immerses himself in books and text and lore, and why he's like gone on like solo like sojourn missions as an acquisitioner.
Apparently my brother has ADHD or something because he just started bouncing around the room.
I figured I would attempt to roleplay the whole concept of like, this is so amazing and you get to be a part of it, Rae'nkalar.
Rain was almost like stunned by it. It was just like, what?
That's right. Like, I think the biggest happiness is that Rae'nkalar gets to be away too, because Rae'nkalar just so willingly follows Ellie. It's terrible.
Well, everyone needs a break, right?
Alright, need like a vacay.
And I think this submarines are like the perfect way.
I think my character gets his vacay every day behind the mask. It allows him to express his true facial feelings and hide them. I think that's the main.
How many of those can you make?
Him and Triss are probably the most atypical drow.
Yep.
But he hides it.
Absolutely. My character loves his damn family and wants to see this family succeed. He fully trusts within the mission that Mommy charged him to do.
Yeah.
Yes, that's pretty much the only reason Rain listened to Alauneari, just the fact that she kind of told us to. I guess I should.
And if there is ever like some sort of major plot critical moment in the future which changes his goals or concepts, his world will like come crashing down.
But actually,
your mother was never real.
It's like this item.
This
item instantly makes you chaotic evil.
Yeah, Alauneari is more of the, I don't know. She has no honor.
Of course not.
No sort of sense of responsibility or I mean, she's core just a bad person.
Yep, that is the typical typecast for this race.
But on the other hand, she has a lot of ambition, and she does not waste, and she is incredibly self-absorbed and sort of confident that she will not fail because everything has already been engineered in her favor. As long as she doesn't do something completely stupid, which she of course won't do, things will go her way. She has these siblings who have been engineered to be her companions. Assisting to get her to where she deserves to be.
Dear brother, it's an engineering
right to rule. I mean,
I don't think I've been made by gnomes. I'm not sure.
Really? I thought engineering was kind of ours and the gnomes' jobs.
Yeah.